Right.
Should have that.
Ah, here we go. I think this is it. I think this is it. Yes. Maybe not.
Does it go live at this? Oh yeah, you've gone live. You've just flashed up.
Okay. I have gone live, haven't I? I can see.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so this is the Change and Grow Wellness Show, the show for you, the busy professional who wants to live a healthier, happier life with increased energy and productivity. I'm Jackie Grant and I'm your host. And today we are talking about how to bring self-care into your life. We've got Lorna Archer, who is a holistic therapist and a business owner who's going to take us through this. So welcome, Lorna.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for having me on your show. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. So this is really a poignant time to talk about self-care, because in terms of, you know, it being Mental Health Awareness Week, so it's really great to have you on, Lorna, to talk about this week. So Lorna, tell us about your self-care. How do you bring it into your life?
Okay, self-care. Well, self-care to me is a really essential tool. I believe that self-care is healthcare. So how I bring it into my life, it's about creating a consistent practice. So I feel I need balance. If I need balance, I need to be able to fill up my cup so that I can look after myself and others. So things like meditation, I meditate daily.
Yeah.
I go out for walks, I run, walk in nature, baths, Epsom salt baths are a ritual of mine. Yeah. So I think it's really about bringing in a consistent practice that helps keep me balanced, and that helps me.
Okay. So what would you say self-care is? What is it? I mean, I know you've said about what you do, but overall, what is self-care?
For me, I feel that self-care is a balance of bringing equilibrium back into your life. So we're all quite busy with our lives, whether it be working, being parents, or running businesses. And self-care really is about balance and self. So remembering that you are just as important as everything else and everyone else that is within your lives or things that are going on. So it's really about balance and equilibrium.
Brilliant. Okay, so what types of things would you say? I know you talked about your ritual in terms of meditation, baths. What other things would you associate with that?
With self-care?
Yeah.
So I would say anything to do to boost and support mind, body, and soul. So things like meditation and meditation or mindfulness practice is really good to help bring balance, bring peace, bring calm, grounding. Nourishing yourself, whether that be through food, nutrition, is also a self-care ritual and practice that is really good for you, for your system and for your health. Yeah. Things like yoga, Pilates, taking time out to journal. Yeah. Sometimes we have so much stuff in our heads, and you know, it's like, what's the next step? What do I do? So journaling is a really good technique and tool to help you develop. It's part of personal development, but it also helps to get things out. So journaling is a really good technique. Also practicing gratitude. Yes, definitely. That's a really important one, because sometimes I think we focus on what we don't have, but really we should be really thankful of what we do have. So they're just a few little nuggets of self-care that people can just, you know, introduce into their lives on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So, you know, and I mean, obviously self-care should be something that you enjoy. It shouldn't be something that, you know, you're forcing onto yourself. It should be something that you're looking forward to. Yeah. So, and you know, for me, exercise is one. I mean, you talked about yoga and Pilates, but actually finding that exercise that you actually enjoy is one. Right.
you know, because obviously there's no point in, like, you know, going to lift weights if you hate it, or going to a HIIT class if you hate it. Do you know what I mean? It's better to find something, you know, whether that's dancing, you know.
Yes.
That can really be good, you know, singing and dancing in the bath. Yeah.
Yeah. All together with a glass of gin or something like that, you know. Combine all three. But yes, you're right, Jackie. It is about finding what makes you happy. So somebody might really love going to the gym, and they get the results and the endorphins that are released that make them feel good. But for the next person, they might want to be a bit slower. They might want to go at a different pace. So it really is about finding what makes you happy, because ultimately it's about you.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, as with, you know, saying that it's Mental Health Awareness Week, it's also around your emotional health. You know, a lot of the self-care practices can help you, especially if you're going through any stress or anxiety. You know, it's really good to consider what self-care practices you can bring in. The sleep is a maximum big one that I would be saying, you know, to make sure that, one, you know, you feel good in yourself. Because if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be ratty, you know, you're not going to feel good, you're probably going to eat a little bit more, because that's just what happens when you don't get enough sleep. But also, which at this present time, we would be thinking about seeing our friends, or, you know.
That's right.
And so we've got to find different avenues to kind of, you know, connect with people, you know. Like, you know, like going on this talk, at the little interview with you at the moment, connecting with you, still a way of making that connection, you know. So it's, you know, those kind of different things that we need to be starting to think of, especially as, you know, now they're saying, like, okay, you can meet one person, isn't it? Is it one person?
Yes, one person from a different household.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, Jackie, but I think as well, people's mental well-being right at this present moment is compromised. We're all in a very surreal situation, and apt that it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and a lot of people have sort of jumped onto the whole online platform of communicating, because that's, you know, the way that they can do it at this present time. But somebody who may be suffering with their mental well-being, this coming online in a Zoom format or a video call may not necessarily be the right channel for that person. So it's about looking at other ways of how you can make contact or reach out to somebody, because you could be calling somebody who is quite challenged at the moment. They may not pick up their phone, they may not decide to log on to their Zoom. So, you know, little simple things like trying, you know, the old-fashioned way, picking up the phone and ringing somebody, or getting in your daily exercise. Take a little walk if it's somewhere and someone who you can get to fairly quickly. Take a walk, you can get your exercise in, you can get your vitamin D, and just go and knock on the door and just say, you know, hi Jackie, I'm just passing, just checking in on you, you know. So little simple things like that, because the digital detox is also a big part of
it is
mental well-being support. You know, sometimes we just want to switch off. So it's also important.
Exactly. And I was reading something about, like, you know, creating a no list in terms of self-care. So creating things that you creating a list of things that you no longer want to be doing. And I mean, this is a really good time, because a lot of people are reflecting on how they were previously, before the lockdown, and to now. So I think, you know, actually creating that no list is quite a good time to come up with that.
Yes, I like the sound of that no list. That's a really good task to do, because, you know, sometimes we've just got into a pattern of doing things or seeing certain people, and sometimes you say to yourself, actually, is that actually serving any purpose to me, or actually I don't really like that person, or they're bringing negative energy to me, or whatever it is. So the no list is a good one. And you can also use affirmations at the same time in in line with the no list, and, you know, saying positive affirmations to yourself, which can boost and lift you, but also saying affirmations of things that no longer serve you as well. So that could be,
exactly. And that's the thing. I kind of like that no list, and you know, like it's habits sometimes that we've, you know, just started to kind of continually do and not really realize that we're doing it, you know, like looking at the phone at the end of the day still and having it next to your bed and all that kind of behavior, and as soon as you wake up looking at it and all those kind of things, and just kind of like you said, having that digital detox, it's actually a good thing to kind of do, you know, and not actually having those kind of things in the room with you at the time anyway, because it doesn't help with sleep.
It doesn't help with sleep, and you did touch on sleep sort of earlier on, and because I think we've created certain habits, you know, we've created certain habits which are now part of our lives and they're consistent. So it's about trying to sort of like unbreak those habits, which can be quite difficult. But now we're in a situation where this whole pandemic is out of our control, but we're in control of creating new habits, and which include self-care habits, which will really enhance us and help us at this particular time. So, you know, it's just remembering that habits, it takes about, I think they say about 21 days to create. You do something consistently for about 21 days to create a habit. So in this current time of COVID, you know, start some self-care practices that after 21 days, you find that you're, you know, and there could be small things, but you'll find after a certain time, beyond 21 days, you're doing that thing, which is really giving you lots of soothing comfort. And then that's just part and parcel of your daily ritual. So it can happen.
Yeah, they say it's 21 days, but actually there's a spectrum. So it's from 18 days to 264 days. Some people are so brilliant, in 18 days they'll be like, oh yes, they'll continue it. Some people it'll take them to 264 days. So there's a kind of continuum with that, you know, analogy around habits. So Lorna, tell me, in terms of, because you're a holistic therapist and right now you're not doing therapist. Now I'm going to put you on the spot. So what kind of self-care in terms of massage, because I know you do massage, what kind of self-massage can someone give
themselves?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, and with massage therapy at the moment, all therapists are sort of we're in a situation where we've got to operate the whole social distancing guidelines. So it's very difficult to be amongst people or even one-to-one. So things that people can do for themselves, Indian head massage. So you can do that yourself, not the same, because the therapist
Let's go through it. The
therapist will give you what you need, but you can definitely do. So the back of, so you can use your thumbs. You can at the back of your head where your occipital bone is.
Yeah.
Right at the back here, just above the nape. Yeah. You can just. There are certain pressure points in our bodies, and so at the back there, you can just rotate your thumbs clockwise and anti-clockwise. Just gently, and just pressing gently. That if you're suffering with, say, like a headache or migraine, that can really soothe.
Yeah.
Front of your head here. You can
where on my temples?
On your temples, yeah. You can also just do some soothing and just rotate.
The circles, yeah.
Yes. And along your brow line. So you can use the two. And just press above the brow.
Yeah.
Go up. And just press, and just do some gentle, and then come down, and then along the brow line, and just press in gently.
Okay.
And down the eyes. Okay. But with the head, and when you go back to the head, so those are just pressure points that you can just use, and you can just use your whole hands. And you're just massaging, okay? Gently massaging. And you just do that all along the head. You can just do that along your head.
All the way around your head.
All the way around. So that could be just a very simple thing that you could just do for yourself.
Yeah.
Hand massage is another one.
You're
getting into that, aren't you? I love it.
I'm like, yeah. See you later, Lorna.
So you could be in your bath. You could be in your bath, having your Epsom salt bath.
Yeah.
Lying back.
Yeah.
And then you can just start from the back, your occipital bone, and just start doing some self massage on your head whilst you're in the bath. You'll already be relaxed.
Yeah.
So that will help with that. Hand massage as well. You can just do some gentle hand massage. So you've got your hand, and then you're using your thumb.
Yeah.
And just gentle.
Where am I starting from? Oh, from my thumb. Yeah.
Your thumb. And just gentle rotation. But you put a bit of pressure on. Okay. And just massage around.
Yeah.
To pull, you can pull the fingers.
Oh, crack.
Yeah. Pull them just gently, each finger. Okay, and then
from the top I'm pulling out. Yeah,
that's right. And if you just want to give the actual fingers just a bit of your actual fingers a massage, use your thumb. And so here's the finger, and you just gently massage down. You put a bit of pressure. Can you feel?
Yeah, down.
Yeah,
yeah.
And just come down towards your fingernail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
And that's it. So little things like that. Your foot, you can do your foot as well. Foot massage. So there are various things you can do with it's not the same as I said, like if you booked in to have a back massage or a full body massage. Or if there is somebody in the house, if there's somebody in the household who can help you, then you know the neck, the shoulders and the back is where I think right at this present moment, most people will be holding a lot of tension in their neck, their shoulders, and back, especially if they're working from home. And they may be sitting at a desk, or they may not be fortunate to be sitting at a desk. They may be having to work off their laptop on a sofa. So their neck and their shoulders will really maybe feeling quite a lot of tension. So you can just do some, your shoulders, and just do some gentle.
What am I doing? Am I pulling from here, from the top part here, and then
you're just massaging round.
Massaging round into that area. Yeah, mine's always tight there.
Or you can use there are some little not devices. There are massage devices. You can get the massage devices, and they can also help. Some of them have got like little metal balls on them, and they
yes I know what you
get or you can get the plug-in type massage. But if you're just using your hand, it's just really about making sure that you're putting pressure on those areas. But so self-massage you can do a little bit, but it's not the same. But
of course.
I think if you're holding a lot of tension in your neck and your shoulders, try and do some gentle massage there. Also engage your core and your posture. Ensure that your posture is as correct and aligned as it can be, because that also will put pressure and tension on your toes. And when you're having your bath, when you put the Epsom salts in, try and go down into the bath right up to your neck. The magnesium will really help soothe
relaxes the muscles. Brilliant. Thank you, Lorna. So, Lorna, what is your final words that you want to say to our audience about self-care?
Okay, well, what I'd like to say to your audience is really self-care is healthcare. And self-care is about starting with self. You know the analogy of when you're on the aeroplane and the stewardesses say, when you put on the oxygen mask, make sure you put it on yourself first.
Yes.
Same with self-care. Self-care, start with yourself first. Nourish yourself first before you can then extend yourself out to others. So it's not being selfish. It's just really about get yourself in the right place first, fill your cup, and then you'll have enough energy, time, to be able to help others to be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish. So for me, self-care is a really important ritual that everyone should have as part as an essential. It's not a nice to have, it's not a I want to have. Make it part of your lifestyle. You know, it's something that is really going to nourish you and keep you going. And I think in this kind of current climate, this is the time where really you need to be really comforting yourself first and foremost. Get your mind, body and soul in balance, and then if anybody else needs your support or your help, you're in a good position that you can help others as well. So I say with self-care, start with self, and you can't go wrong.
Brilliant. Thank you, Lorna. So Lorna, have you got any freebies for my audience? I know that you're not practicing at the moment, but once you come back on,
I do have some freebies that I've actually put out there. So
brilliant.
I'm doing some. I'm trying to create because obviously the business has been impacted slightly. The other services that I have, I'm now creating an online platform for those. Brilliant. So I've launched a meditation, a free meditation session called Big 10. It's called brilliant. Big 10 because B is breath, I is intention, and G is gratitude. And 10 minutes is all you need. Brilliant. So it's every Tuesday and every Friday morning at 10 o'clock. There is a link in my bio on Instagram, and there's a Linktree link there. So anybody who wants, I think there's up to 10 places. So that's a free session that I'm doing for meditation, brilliant. Just balance. So that's a freebie that anybody can book in.
All right. So tell us your social media link, so then at least people can just go to that social media link and get that.
So on Instagram, my name is @wellbeing_wellyou. I'm on LinkedIn as Lorna Archer, and I'm on Facebook just as Lorna Archer, and that's it. Brilliant. And then Linktree. But Linktree is on all of those platforms.
Brilliant, great. So thank you so much, Lorna, for coming on. It's been really insightful, and it's been really good doing a little massage for myself there.
Right.
So that was really nice.
Thank you for the invite.
That's all right. So that was the Change and Grow Wellness Show, guys. Talking all about how you can bring self-care into your life. So this is Jackie Grant, your health and lifestyle advocate, signing off, granting you better health and fitness.